All right. Welcome to the Gift of Gabb podcast. Today, I have the honor of interviewing my friend, my girl, Shantesia Moore.
Yes.
Hey, TT. So, tell the people about yourself.
I'm pretty boring, but I'm 26. I'm from LA. I drive the bus. I do makeup, like that's me, period. Makeup all day long. And that's pretty much it. It's like work and makeup, and that's my life.
Okay, so how was it like growing up in LA for you? Like, share your experience.
It was different. Like, so when in elementary school, I went to a good school. My mom made sure I didn't go to like a school that was by the house. I went to a school far away. We had to drive like 40 minutes. And then when middle school came about, she had a job. So I had to go to the hood. So it was like a shell shock. Like, why are y'all so mean? What is gang banging? It was just like a lot at once. Like I was very whitewashed in elementary school. So to come to middle school and like people want to fight me for no reason, it was just a lot. And it really, really changed me. Like it changed me a lot. Yes, it changed.
So what middle school did you go to? What was it?
John Muir.
Oh, okay. All right. And I went to Audubon. So when you were sharing your story, I was like, okay, I could relate.
Yes.
Yeah, because when I had a good elementary, life, but when I got to middle school, my stomach hurted every day.
They used to take my stuff, all type of stuff. Like my mom used to be like, "Where your scarf at? I just bought you." I'm like, "They took it." Like I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
It was just really, really different for me, and it turned me into like a bully almost. Like we went on summer vacation, and I didn't tell like anybody that I was being bullied. I kind of just told myself like, when you go back to school, you're not getting bullied no more.
Mm-hmm.
So then I kind of became the bully. Like, y'all not about to punch me. Anybody says something to me, I'm fighting.
So you didn't, because I'm sure you didn't pick on people. You just was defending yourself. So you was fighting back.
But I became known as a fighter. Like, I was always getting suspended. Like, I wouldn't even let them get a chance to argue with me or anything, because I would just be like, oh, she said something to me, we fighting. Because in my head, I was like, if I sit here and let them punk me, they gonna punk me. Yeah.
Wow, what an experience. Yeah, I went to Audubon and I felt like I was on a prison yard.
It's like you gotta really defend yourself every day. Like when I would have a cool day, I would be so happy, like, oh, nobody got into it. I don't have to get into it with nobody. Yeah. Like today was cool.
So do you think that like made you super defensive in your adulthood?
Oh yeah. I'm still like that. Like if I go to like parties or I'm around crowds, which I don't usually do, I'm constantly watching. I don't really interact with people. Like, I'm just really watching, like, how people move. Like, she look like she messy. Yeah, like, I'm very much like that.
So do you think, I mean, being cautious is great, but do you think that you overjudge potential good friends or potential good business partners? Or it's like your wisdom, you have like more wisdom now?
I think I could tell a good person when I speak to them and see them, but I also think that me being defensive does get in the way, because I could be around a person and be like, they do that, and I ain't, no, that's not my cup of tea. I'm like that. That's why I don't have a lot of friends. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I have very good judgment. Mm-hmm. I'm an Aquarius. We groundhogs. We see, we smell it. We just, no. I don't think I do it. Like, I don't think I've missed any good friends.
Okay.
Like,
you know, sometimes we could just be, I know I was the queen of canceling before canceling even became a thing.
yeah. Because you could feel it.
You cancel.
Yeah. No.
All right, so going into that, because you are a successful young lady, so do you think one of our downfalls are that we bring old ways into new blessings?
Yeah, because it's easy. Like, it's just easy to go back to your old ways because it's familiar. It's like for me, my thing is like, I always have ideas for business, and I'll think that like I'm doing too much. So then I'll just go back to my happy place, which is just like being at home and not doing nothing and just being comfortable. Because in my head, I'm like, well, you have a good job. You don't want for nothing. What you need to start a business for? Like, just, you good. Like, chill. Like, you good. Like, that. And I was raised like that, too. Like, if you have a good job, you good. But it's like, it's so much more I can do. And every time I start, I will kind of be like, I don't even need to do all this. Like, let me just, go back to just being comfortable.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what are like, besides that, like what are some of like the personal things like that really get in the way of you achieving what you need to achieve?
My relationship. I think my relationship is real big. I think sometimes when you're in a relationship, your life kind of revolves around it. And then sometimes I would feel like if I didn't let it revolve around it, I would lose it. So I would always choose my relationship over what I wanted to do on my own. That's probably that was my biggest thing, because now I'm taking a different approach. Okay. And it's fun. Yeah.
That's good. That is so good. So do you think that you have a aha moment to get to this point that you're at, or it's just like, we're just like, this is, I'm rocking with this person and I'm gonna try to figure it out. I'm just gonna try to figure everything out.
I had an aha moment. Like, I want to say me being so into my relationship caused a wedge in between it. And he actually was like, you have so much to offer. Like, you need to stop focusing on me and focus on you. So initially, like in the beginning, I was like, what do you mean? So then I kind of took it into heat, and I was like, wow, I could do this. I could do that. Like, and I started like picking up on different stuff about myself that I was really good at, and I really started doing it, and it did not affect my relationship. But all these years I thought, like, you got to be this good girlfriend. You got to cook, you got to clean, you got to do this for him, do that for him. You in a relationship, this is what you're doing. But it's like, no, you could do both.
You can.
And I want to say we was together for like 4 years until I realized, like, you could do both.
Yeah, you can, but it's kind of like hard. Like, even with family, you try to balance, like, because it's our nature to just make sure everybody okay. And it's like, you got to fill your cup up first before you can pour out.
It is hard. Like, some days I'll be like, oh, I've been sitting at this mirror doing looks all day. I haven't paid him no attention. One thing about my relationship, he's a producer. So he's kind of an artist too. So sometimes we're okay because he'll go over here and he'll do his music, and I'll go over here and do my makeup. And we know we're going to be in our own spaces for hours, and it's fine.
Yeah.
So, and then some days we got to be like, okay, we need to go do something.
So, like, during your growth, do you ever like experience like a battle of the persona, like what I want to be, like my strong face, who I really am? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
I haven't yet. I don't know if I will.
Okay.
I was just talking about that, like things have been going really good for me. Like, people noticing me and stuff like that on social media. And I was just telling someone, like, it's crazy because I never thought, like, these people would notice me because I just did this because I liked it. I don't think I have, like, a persona or, like, I don't know. I just do makeup because I like makeup.
Okay.
And I hope it stays like that because I don't want to be I don't want to be that girl.
Yeah, because it is like, okay, who are you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's talk about minding your business and living with faith. Because you're a loner, so I'm sure, not a loner, I didn't mean to say it like that, but you keep to yourself.
I'm a loner.
So
even with my friends, when they invite me out, I'll be like, oh, I'm going to come, and I don't go.
Like, I'm cool here.
Yeah.
So, like, when you see certain things or, like, things happen within your family and you want to get involved, but you like, you know what, this is going to interfere with what I'm going on. So I'm going to just mind my business and keep the faith in what I'm already promised. Is that, like, hard for you sometimes?
No. And I think people do what I want. Like, certain situations, I don't want to be bothered. So then I'll be like, well, I'm just not going to bother them. But, like, I'll check in. Like, if it's my family, I'm going to check on them. If it's my close friend, I'm going to check on them. But, like, I don't get too involved. And sometimes my friends be like, you never say nothing. Or, you know, my sister be like, you don't ever, you know, speak your mind. But I'm very good at minding my business. Like, yeah.
Oh my gosh. So what is, like, life? How has death, because I know you know, had experience with your brother passing away, but has that made you look at life in a total different way?
Yeah, it made me, like, care a little bit less about certain things because it made me realize, like, you don't know when you're going to go. Like, my brother was 16. He was around family when it happened. Like, he was enjoying his night. Like, it made me care less. Like, I remember I used to always be like, oh, I gotta be like my parents, work. I'm not like that no more. Like, oh, you don't have that many hours for me? Okay, well, I could pay my bills. I'll be able to feed myself. I'm gonna take a break. Like, I just live my life more and I don't worry about things because you don't know when you're gonna go.
Hey man, I've been thinking about that lately, like looking at my nieces and like, just like, damn, we don't know when we're gonna go.
Yeah.
But like, I want to go with like an open heart, a light heart, just like.
And happy.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be happy. I don't want to be like, oh, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. Like, no, I want to be happy. And then my mom getting older, I keep seeing that.
I've
like,
been looking at that. Like,
I'm looking at my mom like, mama getting older. Like, what I'm gonna do?
You know, it's scary and enlightening at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my God.
And that pushes me because I'm like, I gotta take care of her. Like, it's my turn now.
Exactly. But then it's time, like, I look at it like, okay, our parents are done, like, live your life, because before you were a parent, you had dreams and goals, and you know what I'm saying? So do you know what I'm saying? Like, live your life to the fullest, because I'm like, okay, God's willing, I'm gonna have my mama for 50 more years. Like, what can we knock out? What can we do? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what do you do? Let's live it every day. Like, I now understand when they say, like, live every day like it's your last. Because if you do and you have a long life, it's like you've been living eternal. You've already experienced eternal life because those days are not short.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because at first, like, you know, where we come from, like, you experienced death, and I wasn't scared to die, but it was in the wrong way. Because it's like, shit, fuck it. If it happened, it's so ignorant. It's ignorant as hell, especially coming from a girl. You would expect, you know.
It's so normal out here, though. It's like, it's normal. A lot of people I went to high school with are gone. people I grew up with, they're gone. Like, but I don't want to die yet.
No, I be telling the Lord, like, I'm thinking about this. Like, I don't want to go, but I'm going to just look at this like I'm preparing myself to meet you. Like, that's what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I
was at a party on Wednesday that got shot up. Now, I don't go to parties. And my friends was like, you never go. So I'm like, I'm going to go. And, of course, I was standing in the corner watching. And I was telling them, something ain't right.
Right.
Something not right. So I made sure I stayed by that gate. And I want to say, like, 20 minutes after me saying that to my friend, gunshots. I'm like, this is why I don't go out.
This is why I don't go with y'all.
This why. Y'all want to know why? Because I could have been at home in my bed. That's
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And God was looking at. And it's like, how many people have those feelings and they ignored? And then
that's why people talk about me like, oh, you turned down, you a grandma. But I really watch stuff. Like, I was seeing stuff at that party, and I was like, something going on. Like, I don't know what's going on, but he don't like him, and he don't like him. And they just have some words.
You was just picking them up, huh?
Yeah, like.
Woo, Lord, child.
We was right by the gate. As soon as they started shooting, I got all my friends like, come on, let's go.
Oh my God. So was it like a drive-by, or were they shooting inside the party?
Shooting inside the party.
Oh.
They were shooting at each other, people from the same hood.
Are you serious? Is that what we come to?
But one thing that I noticed that was real different from when I used to go to parties and now is the drug change, which when I was younger, it was weed and drink. It's cocaine, it's pills, it's codeine. It's like, what are y'all doing? So I feel like the drugs played a part in it too, because all the ones that was there, you know, sniffing cocaine and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's just like, you a whole different person. And I was just like, is this really what y'all do now?
Yeah. And the poor thing is like, it's, you know, people use, you know, substance as a form to cope. I know I was one of those people, and my choice was weed. And you know, I have my little taste of Newports.
Right.
My coffee.
Me too. They used to be like, girl, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know.
Just being real, like we've all had our moments, but when it wasn't fun no more, and I started picking up on shit that I should not be picking up on, I was like, yeah, it's time to go.
I didn't like feeling slow, because I like to be alert, and I felt like when I smoked weed, I was slower. And it was like, I didn't like that feeling, and I just stopped.
It's either you was slow or you was too alert, when you was just picking up like a radar. And it's like, girl, I remember I was at a karaoke bar, and I was lit. And these people were singing. It was some rock stars. And I was like, they're artistic demons. Some shit came out my mouth. I was like, because you can hear the demons in them, but they were singing a melody. I was like,
it's a whole different
It's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball. That's why I don't mess with it no more, because that ain't my business what going on.
No, seriously.
That is none of my business. So freedom and bondage. Like, have you ever been like in like bondage within? And how do you look at freedom differently?
I think I have, like, when I was younger. When I was younger, I was real depressed about everything, though. I feel like it kind of took over me. Like, any little thing somebody could say to me, I would take it personal and be like, oh, they don't like me, or they don't care about me, you know? So I feel like high school to maybe 21, I was very much so, like, in bondage. Like, and I was good at playing it off, too. So, like, I would be that happy person, but once I got home, I was, like, in my room, closed, maybe crying one day, maybe not. And I was very just like, I don't know. I just felt like nobody liked me. Like, that was the vibe.
I can definitely relate. And because naturally I'm a happy-go-lucky person. That's just, but we adopt, and we just, these energies of unworthiness or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're so used to being strong that we don't even allow ourselves to feel what we need to feel in that moment. And it was about 2017 where I really like had to look in the mirror and be like, you ain't happy, sis.
Like, hello.
You ain't happy, sis. I thought I was. No, because like I said, I'm so used to being strong and I'm so used to sweeping things under the table. And it's like, okay, that's how you feel. You good. Cuss them out of my head and I'll keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, that takes a toll on you. It takes a toll on just everything about you. And I like cried and like for the first time in years. Like only 2 times I cried. Is when Tupac cousin died on Poetic Justice and at a funeral. And I rarely go to funerals, thank God. So I barely cried. And then after like that happened, like, girl, I'm so sensitive. And now it's like I'm critiquing myself more, and I'm like, okay, now you have to fall back because I know what I can be. And I was so used to just downplay everything just to survive. You know what I'm saying? So you have to. It's a must that we get in touch with who we really are. So how has COVID like shifted like the way?
I think it's all scam. I think they was running a test on America or something. I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird. I get a weird vibe with coronavirus. Like, is it real? Well, I know it's real because I know some people that had it. But like, where did it come from? Where is it going? Why y'all numbers don't be adding up sometimes? Why? Like, what are y'all trying to do? I'm real iffy about it, but it affected a lot of people. I wouldn't say it affected me in a good way because my hours was cut. So I was able to get like extra funds that funded my business. So I'm not mad at it.
Some blessings has definitely come through. You know what I'm saying? God has really been good to his children. It's unfortunate, like I said, for the people who passed away, but
yeah,
we have more time with our family. Like, there's no more excuses. Like, I know I have to go to work, and it's just like, okay, now there's no excuse. But now it's like, okay, there's no excuse, but I'm not moving. So how do I get over that hump of beating myself up because I'm not moving? You know what I'm saying? So it's been self-reflection for me. It was time to really just strip myself of like who I thought I was, like just growing into new ways. You know what I'm saying?
And you really don't have no excuse because it's like all you're doing is waking up and sitting here. So,
thankfully I'm still working. Like my hours is cut too, but like I said, it gives you a balance. Like thankfully my bills are still getting paid. I'm having time to do, you know what I'm saying, the things that I desire and need to do.
Yeah.
So what have you learned about yourself in the past 10 years?
10?
Yeah. Or at least let's say 5 to 7.
That I'm stubborn. Very. Like, it's kind of like even if it's right, if I don't like it, I don't like it, I don't care. That I could do a lot of stuff. Like, if you teach me, I could just do it. I could do it. And I think sometimes you don't be wanting to acknowledge yourself because you might sound like cocky or something. But Like, it's really like, I don't know. If you teach me something, I could probably do it. Like, it's a lot of stuff I didn't know I could do that I figured out I could do it. That I am really a loner. Like, I don't know. It's not my fault. Like, I don't know what y'all want. Like,
I mean, it's good though. It's good because it's like you fill yourself up, and then whoever you need to feed, when you go out, you feed them, and then you go back in.
There used to be a part of me like, girl, you gonna be like 40. You gonna be like, dang, I never went out to the club with them. Like, but I honestly don't care. Like,
it ain't nothing at the club. You ain't missing out on nothing. You can have a club in your living room.
I'll be like, I'm really old. Like, I don't even know. And that's pretty much it.
So for you, is healing painful?
Oh yeah, very. It's probably the worst thing I ever experienced. Like, is it supposed to be? Like, I don't know. My experience was like in a relationship though, so it was kind of like, for me, it was kind of like one-sided, because it's like, okay, you did something to me and I decided to stay and I gotta heal, but it's really not no healing time for me, because like you want me to put it in the back of my head and that's healing, but that's really not healing. So I don't know, it was just a lot. Like, it's like I would have breakdowns, triggers, like you could say a word to me and I'd be like, yeah, that's exactly what you said 3 years ago. Like,
just having flashbacks.
So yeah, it's painful.
Oh my.
And then you really by yourself, unless they're really like attentive to you and you know they're really trying to help you through it. But most of the time it's like we just put it in the back of our head and we say like, we forgave you, we healed, but you're not healed because you didn't deal with it. So
so is your true, do you feel like your true self is being revealed? Like your true, like the real Shantesia is being revealed during this time?
I like speak up for myself more. And it's like in the beginning people kind of was like, I'm like, girl, but now it's like, y'all not, I'm gonna tell y'all how to treat me. I'm gonna tell y'all what I need, tell y'all what I need from y'all, and I'm gonna like let y'all know. So yeah, and I don't know why I was afraid to say it before, because it's pretty easy. Like, no.
You know, it is hard to say no sometimes.
It is.
It is something that you have to go on like, no, 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 no. No.
And then you'll be surprised sometimes when you say no. It's like they'll switch their whole vibe. Like, oh, okay. So you were trying to see how I was gonna react and what I was gonna do. So yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like when you're so used to saying yeah, when you finally say, like, oh, now I gotta figure something else out.
I'm real good at saying, okay, all right, like, no, I'm sorry, I can't.
And then it's good for them because now they growing, like, you can't use me as a crutch or whatever it may be, like your go-to person. Like,
yeah,
I'm not God. You know what I'm saying? Call him.
No.
No, seriously.
For real.
Because no, before, like, if I'm like in a bond and I need some money or something, before I ask my brothers for money, I will talk to God. And if he leads me to call them, I will call them. But if he figure, I'm going to sit, he said, cast all your troubles on me. And that's what I'm about to do. And he comes through, you know.
And I'm real big on that. Like, I don't be worrying. I be like, oh, man, my phone's going to do tomorrow, but I don't got it. But we going to see. God, we going to see. It's about my phone.
He has not let me down yet. Oh, my God. So how has God revealed himself to you?
Just through, really for me, is it lately? It's been through people. Like, random people have been coming in my life, and like just saying random stuff to me. Like, this one girl I used to work with her a long time ago. She found me on Facebook, and she wrote me this long message about, like, how everything I've been praying for is going to come. Just be patient. Just all this stuff. And I was just like, Jesus, is that you? Like, because, I mean, she doesn't know me. You know, she doesn't even know if I'm super spiritual. She doesn't know. Like, she doesn't know me at all. So for her to write me, like, this long message and let me know, like, he hear your prayers, like, everything you want, you about to get it. I was just like, oh, okay. Like, all right. And then I'm starting my business. And one of the vendors that are going to sell me some things, she was like, randomly, I had already paid for my stuff. She was like, I don't know you, but I really, really like your energy. I really, really like your vibe. It's so peaceful. I'm going to send you an extra 50 pieces. Like, it's just like, I mean, it's been people lately, like people I don't know. Like, I don't know these people, but they're just like, here, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do that for you. It's just been crazy.
They just pulled the spirit.
It's been crazy.
No, seriously. Would you like to share your business with the people, or you want to just hold on a little longer?
At first I started it as like just cosmetics, but then I was like, I don't just want to do cosmetics. I kind of want to do everything like beauty, like anything I feel like a woman, gonna make a woman feel beautiful. So I'm gonna have cosmetics, which is like my lashes, lip gloss, lipsticks, glitters. What else am I gonna have? There's something else.
Please have wipes.
You said wipes?
Yes.
I ain't thought about that yet.
But if you do, I'm gonna be your number one customer. Cause I only mess with Elf, but only buy Elf if I'm going to Walmart, and I barely go to Walmart.
Yeah.
And I'll settle for the 99-cent store. But like, if I'm gonna buy it, I might as well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do a self-care section. So I'll have like waist beads, sage, candles, aromatherapy oils, and stuff like that. And then I'll have like hair accessories and just like all different stuff. Like every day I'm adding. I need to stop because I keep adding.
No, but we need stuff. We need stuff.
Yeah. So it's gonna be anything beauty. Like I have a bunch of hair accessories like bonnets and stuff like that, hair oils that my sister is gonna make. So it's actually gonna be hers.
Okay. Yes. Organic.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I'm just like, I want to sell whatever I want to sell. I don't want to just it be cosmetics. No, I'm gonna sell a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So I'm excited.
That is good. So what does your quiet time and self-care look like? No.
Really, it's me and just probably watching Netflix. Like I'll probably be like, oh, I'm gonna cook today, and I'll cook me a meal, and my phone will be somewhere, and I'm just chilling. Like that's a vibe for me. Like just let me chill in here and watch TV and eat my food. Like leave me alone. Don't bother me. I need about a couple of hours.
And like
just to chill.
So like besides that, like how do you spend like just like quiet time, like with nothing, like nobody?
I like the beach.
Okay.
I'll go to the beach and sit there. I'll go to the beach and fall asleep. And I think it's because when I was younger, anytime my mom would go through something, she would go to the beach. And she'd be like, I need to go to the beach. I need to go pray. So when I think about the beach, I think about like peace and just God. And she would take us to the beach and go pray. And I don't know, the beach is just like my number one pick.
Yeah, because you're looking at the water and you like, man can't make this. If there is a God. That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. Oh my God. So breaking generational curses. Are you like on the pursuit of like doing that?
Yeah. I think my older sister did it. she was the one, but it was 3 before her that didn't. But she was the one, and I really just look up to her. But she lived her life very differently, and to me, when I was younger, I used to be like, she weird. Like, she always talking about school. She always doing this. She always doing that. But how she did her life, she did very well for herself. And she always told me, like, you could do it too. So now it's my turn. And she be on me, like, you know, you need to do this because you need to be able to go buy you a house too, so we can have 2 houses in the family. And da-da-da. So it's just like, I'm on that path. And thankfully, I have somebody that's going to push me and keep me on that path, because I need my kids to do it too.
And that's a standard, and then they're gonna go beyond that.
Yeah.
And then that goes into, you know, the next question of like creating generational health and wealth. Like, you already, you know, you already there.
And I think back in the days, it wasn't, I don't know if they knew.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I feel. I feel like maybe they didn't know about all the stuff they could do, you know, like now I think my mom's way more educated than when she had her first kid. So I think a lot of our parents just didn't know, like, oh, we could set this up for y'all. We could set this up for family, you know? I want to, like, other nationalities, they know. Like, oh, we about to have a baby. Oh, we setting up this, and this. Yeah. By the time you get 18, here you go, and you go do it. Like,
so it's like our turn, because
I know
we have the beauty of learning from their mistakes.
I'm educated. Like,
That's what's up.
Yes.
So how did Nipsey Hussle's transition affect you?
At first it was horrible, but then it was peaceful for me, because I think that, first of all, I listened to him a lot, his interviews, period. Just, I know that he knew he was not going to be here for long, and that it was a matter of time before he was gone. About it all the time. And for me, it was peaceful because he got to go home. I don't think that he was of this world at all. Like, so for me, I was like, dang, like, they really took him, and he just started doing this, he just started doing that. But then another side of me was like, that was it. God loaned him to us, and he had to take him back. Like,
yeah, whatever you got from it.
Yeah. When I hear people like, dang, like, I can't believe he gone, I'm like, it was his time to go. Like, he had to go. Like, he gave so much. And if you took it, you took it. And if you didn't, you didn't. But he has to get away from this world. Like, he has to go.
Yeah. And I was thinking about that, like, the people that passed on, and we're dealing with this pandemic, like, they low-key dodged a bullet. I mean, not like that, but you get what I'm saying? Because shit is wild. Shit is wild. And it's like, it's, you know, you just got to look at things. Like, sometimes we don't understand, but we just, like you said, you made peace with it.
Yeah.
I know for me, it was just like, what? Like, I didn't want to go up, get ready for work.
Yeah,
because
it was the city. You could feel the city was just sad. It was real sad. But I know that, like, so when he died that day, I started just listening to all his music, and I was telling my boyfriend, like, listen to this part, because he would talk about dying. He would talk about, you know, when he was going to leave. He would talk about how he was going to leave. That, you know, it would be someone around him. He would talk about all this stuff. And I'm like, he was very educated. He was very smart. He was not dumb. He knew that he wasn't going to be here for long. Like, this is his home going. Like, he's done. Like, he's free. You know, like, I feel like he carried the hood. Like, he carried it, and he was like the representation for them. Like, he stood on the front line for LA. And his time was up. So if y'all didn't learn nothing, So
Because
bad.
when do we really have like really hard, like he was local
Yeah.
that makes it like he wasn't from some balling hills and,
Right.
and had connections and like, yeah, here I am and still repping the set like, oh, I'm from LA. And you know,
Yeah.
he was
No.
like in
He was
where like
this.
come from. So it's giving those kids like, okay, you can do it. You can
And
do
it's
it.
so funny because I think like a lot of people, when he first died, they was just like, oh, this person's up next and this person up next. Y'all could never.
Mm-mm.
And the reason why y'all could never is because y'all not genuine. He was really genuine. He was really, really genuine. Y'all want to be a rapper. Y'all want to be rich. Y'all want to be lit. That wasn't, I think his goal was to be rich, but in a different mindset than what y'all's is. Y'all could never be Nipsey Hussle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know,
Like
sell you
forget
some
the
cars.
fame. Like let me just get this in position. You know what I'm saying? I'm using
Mm-hmm.
this platform to put things in position. And that's how you have to look at it. Because
Yeah.
when you think about being glorified, it ain't longevity in being glorified. Because the next person gonna be coming up, popping, and they gonna forget all about you. And that's just how it
Yep.
goes. It's just how it goes. It's just like food. We like food. 1 minute, like who I got a taste for today. That's just
Mm-hmm.
how it is.
Yeah.
So what legacy do you want to leave behind for the generations to come?
Mm, I haven't really thought about that. Like, I really haven't thought about, like, what legacy I want to leave behind. But it's crazy because I'm very honest with myself and certain stuff. Like, when my sister used to be like, well, what do you want to be? Used to be like, I don't know. For years, I'll be like, I don't know. Like, I don't know why you keep asking me that. She's like, well, you 21, how you don't know what you want to be? I don't know yet. So, like, with my legacy, I don't know yet. I have so many, like, ideas and stuff like that that I want to do and how I want to give back. But I haven't really thought about my legacy yet.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't.
All
So
right. Wait, hold on.
my list thinking.
Mm-hmm. So what's your guilty pleasure? Do you have a guilty pleasure? And without like creative balance, could it be like, can it affect your growth at some point?
I want to say spending money, maybe. Like, I'll be on a roll with my business. Like, this is what you need to get done. Okay, you paid this, you paid that, woo. And I'll be like, I'm about to go spend this $500, but I'm gonna get it back anyway. Like, when I know I probably shouldn't go spend that $500. I probably should save it to get 1,000 or something,
Mm-hmm.
but it just be a part of me like, girl, go get them shoes in that outfit because you don't got no clothes, but you really do,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't. Like, that's probably one of my
You
guilty
don't know when
pleasures.
you gonna
And
need this.
yeah, and I'll be psyching myself out like, well, you paid your bills and you bought this, so you might as well just go by yourself,
Yeah.
So, yes.
Now I try to be like, Lord, do I need this? Like, I ask him first. Like, sometimes I still be like, but I'm like, okay, we not go, because I came across Quad Pay, where you do the. I was
Yeah.
tallying up my bills. I said, no, we can't do that no more. I said, maybe one a month, one item a month, and it has to be worth it. Like, just don't be. No, that's not what we doing here. So I'm in a little entanglement with
My
them
dad
right
used to tell me that you're supposed to have everything you want. He like, you work for it, you supposed to have everything you want. So he messed me up.
now.
Cause I'd
Mm-hmm.
be like, I didn't work. I'm about to buy these shoes. Like,
Mm-hmm. Sure, I gotta
which
treat
is,
myself. I mean, which you
yeah.
do, but we gotta just create a balance for it.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite gospel song, past or present?
Mine's right now, well, like I want to say for the past year has been Marvin Sapp, Place of Worship. That's been my song. Like, I think because your place of worship could be anywhere. Like, some people be like, oh, I ain't been to church. Oh, I haven't been here. I haven't been there. Like, no, you got to find your place. Like, I could be in a room full of people and feel the spirit. And I'm in my place. Like, it has nothing to do with nobody else. I really, really like that song. It's like I could be in a car with y'all and y'all listening to Tupac. And I'm just like in my place. Like, I'm, you know? So
oh, that's a
really,
blessing.
really like that.
That's a blessing to be even at that moment. Because like you said, like, we think we have to go to church. And what's funny is that I was feeling guilty because I wasn't going to church, but I was stream church. Like, I went to like 3-4 different churches online. It'd be TDJ, daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would go to be like watch sermons like throughout the week, but I was like, if I just get in a building, like, what could, you know? And I was like, you really don't need that building. And look, the pandemic hit, and I'm like, okay, I'm Gucci. I am Gucci. And what's your favorite rap and R&B song, past and present?
Rap, anything Tupac. Like, keep your head up. I ain't mad at that. I just like Tupac. I just love him. Like, I feel like his lyrics is real. Like, that's why I like Nipsey too, because his lyrics is real. Like, I know he really did that. I know he really lived that. So I like Tupac. Anything Tupac.
Did Tupac music ever like make you cautious, but where you just like, I'm fucking with nobody?
Yeah. At all. Like, all y'all suspects.
Exactly.
Like,
give me 50 feet.
Yeah.
Yes, like, because he's like our big brother, uncle, cousin, you know what I'm saying? Especially for women, you know what I'm saying? Because he puts us on game, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I found myself getting too like run up. You know what I'm saying? For real, I turned into a whole thug. I was too thug life. I even got a beanie that has thug life on it, girl. He influenced me too much. I had to like, okay, tone it down. That's side. I can't even listen to Hit 'Em Up no more. I was like, oh my God. Okay. I will not listen to Puffy and them no more. Right. I got the memo. You good or you good?
Girl.
He was not playing.
He be hyping you up.
For real. Listen to that song on some headphones.
You be feeling like, hey, nobody touched me. Let anybody walk up. Like, it's over.
Oh, my Lord. Okay, your favorite R&B
song? Anything Jodeci.
Well,
I like Jodeci.
Yes.
I like Jodeci. Like,
what about Jagged Edge?
I like Jagged Edge too. I liked Jagged Edge before Jodeci, and in some way, I just went to Jodeci. But I mean, all of them are amazing. Can't nobody sing like them anymore.
It ain't. Nah. That's why they're still relevant to this day, because
they could sing.
Just like they still feeding us. They are still feeding us, you know?
Yeah, I like Jodeci.
So what's your favorite do you have a favorite Jodeci song that you just like, okay, this one, if I want to vibe, like, this is what I'm going to?
I don't know. A favorite? I don't know if I have a favorite.
They all good though.
Yeah, like, I really love Jodeci. Like, all my friends be like, girl, because I used to be young listening to it in the car, and they used to be mad. Like, can you turn this off? Like,
I want to listen to Soulja Boy.
Right. Y'all know who this is.
You your ass over there. We bumping Jodeci.
Like, yeah. I like Avant too though.
Oh, I was gonna mention him. I was definitely gonna mention him. Yes, Avant. Oh my God.
He just got a
You know, when I was a kid, I thought he was in the Separated video. I thought he was R. Kelly at first.
Really?
Just in that video. I was like, wait, R. Kelly looking a little different.
Yeah.
And then you know how like the person, the artist name and stuff pop up. And I'm like, okay, that ain't R. Kelly.
Yeah, I like Avant.
Mm-hmm. He came out with a new album recently. I'm just not sure what it's called.
I'm scared to listen to it.
Really?
Because sometimes it just don't be the same, and then you be like, "What did you do?"
Like you can hear that old folk sound in them. Like it's just something about them when they age.
Mm-hmm.
Like did you hear that Smokey Robinson song "Surfing on the Internet"?
Or they try to go too mainstream.
Yes.
The what?
That Smokey Robinson song that been on the internet. Smoking that dope, gang banging. I was like, Uncle Smokey tired of y'all. Oh shoot. Wait, TT. What you say? I'm sorry. The internet was.
Mm-mm.
You haven't heard it?
I just said, nah. I'm not gonna listen to that. we good over here.
He had on a black hoodie and everything.
He needs to go sit down. He's done. Just go live your life.
Oh my gosh. All right. So in closing, what is your favorite song from a different genre? Like country.
Country. I like Jimmy Allen. I think that's his name. You know who Jimmy Allen is?
Is it that one light skinned boy with the pretty eyes?
No, he like kind of dark, but he's a black boy. He got a song called "This Is Us." Yeah, he's a country singer. I like Jimmy Allen. Yes.
Well, good. Do you bump them like? Is that like if you want to feel the vibe too? Be like, okay, let me put on some Jimmy Allen.
Yeah, sometimes it depends on the day. Like some days I get in my car and I want to be a thug. Some days I want to listen to Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Some days I want to listen to country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's like they all have a story to tell, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one song. I forgot her name, but it goes, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
That's
I don't know who that is either.
I'll be turning right back into my little marijuana head again. And I pray, oh my God. It just reminds me of my rebel days. Like, girl.
Music, country music made me think about Reba. You remember Reba?
Reba McEntire. Yes, that's Reba. My girl. Yes, that's my girl.
Yes.
All right, T. And thank you so much, T. Do you want to leave a word of encouragement for the viewers?
Live your life. Just live your life. Don't think about it too much. I know you're supposed to, like, I'm supposed to be here at a certain age, there at a certain age. My credit supposed to be here, my bank account supposed to be here. Just live your life. Like, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Like, you got to put in some work. Definitely. You got to put in work. Don't think like you could just pray and be like, God, give me this. Like, he wants you to work too. You have to meet him halfway so then he can overflow your blessings. You got to meet him. But eventually, you'll get there. So live your life. Live your life like you're blessed already because you're already blessed.
Amen. Let's say one time.
Live your life like you blessed already because you is already blessed. Okay.
All right.
I'm blessed.
Thank you, yes. T. This is the Gift of Gabb podcast. Your girl Trulypeace. I'll see y'all next time. It's the LA.
Yeah. Yes.